To be or not to be? Now that wouldn't really be a question in Shahid Kapoor's mind while signing a Vishal Bhardwaj film in future. The actor, who didn't really charge a single penny for Heather, has been paid back many of folds by praises showered on him by critics and fans alike by the dozen.
Shahid, is it true you've done the film for free?
Well, I haven't charged any fees on the film because to begin with, we wanted to put all the money into the film. We also knew that it's a film which has a certain kind of content, and we didn't want to put the pressure of our price. So it would be both me and Vishal sir on the film, because then then you start talking about things like item number dal do, ek ye kar do, ek wo kar do. When I read the script, I really felt like it was a very emotional film which was made with very pure intentions, and it was very honestly just put out there in terms of content without really any consideration, so to say. And to be able to make the film that it needed to become, it didn't need that pressure on it. So we're all partners on the film, if the film does well.
So you're a partner.
Yeah, it wasn't charity, if that's what you're asking me. It was just a way of structuring the deal so that the film can be protected from elements which naturally tend to creep in, because this is art, but it's also business. It's very important that it's very important that every film does very well today. I don't think we're in a time 15 years, 20 years back where I don't think there was so much media. I don't think there was so much, everything was not looked at with a magnifying glass, but it is like that today, and that's the reality which you need to understand and accept. So every film doing well is really important, because if it doesn't, there's so much that is said that it's a lot of pressure. Specifically with regard to Heather, it's a film that I really hope does really well, because it'll give me the strength and the courage to attempt more such films. And there is a big part of me as an actor which really wants to do that. The one thing I felt after doing Heather, and the first thing that I felt after shooting for Heather, was that after Kamine, why didn't I try this? Wow. Why didn't I do this for the last 5 years? As an actor, that's how I felt, very honestly.
Don't regret the choices that you've made, or are there regrets in?
Everything is a learning. It's not correct to regret things, but it's also stupid not to see your mistakes.
So who would you consider competition?
With regard to Ranbir, I think he's a fantastic actor, and I really like his work. He's somebody who's probably made some really good choices. And those choices have kind of worked out for him. And I always look forward to his work, at least most of the times. I've seen a promo of his and said, I really want to see this film. But there are other people as well. I think Ranbir is very good, and he's probably had a very good run in the last 3 years. But I like some of Ranveer's work. I liked Aditya in Ashiki. So there's people out there who are really talented. I really liked Varun in his last 2 films. I thought he was very good, and he's very watchable,
I think it's great that they're competition, because I think they're really good at what they do. And they're really good actors. And it's great that the 3 of us are like constantly working. So technically, like, we're not really competing, because we're all working at the same time. So that's awesome.
No, it's not direct competition, right? Everybody's trying to do the best that they can do. Sure. And of course, you're kind of looking around and observing. And I think if you don't, then it's just dumb. You have to be aware.